Hey guys. Make sure that this is in there. What's up, guys? It's me, sixthegoddis. Hey. Hey, Black Diamond. What's up, baby? What's up, Magical Love Jones? What's up, boo? What's up, Texas? Why somebody said uh-oh? Why somebody said uh-oh? Y'all don't even know what I'm about to say. It's talking about uh-oh. What are you talking about uh-oh? I ain't even say nothing. Y'all already talking about uh-oh. Like, what you mean? Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about average. That is sorrow. What y'all know about sorrow? Y'all don't know nothing about sorrow. Now we're gonna talk about average. Let's talk about it. Y'all know me. Ooh, I love to have uncomfortable conversations. Right up my alley. So I know that by now. So I want to say it had to have been between 7 or 8 people tag me in this video or send me this video and was like, oh my God, what you think? And so, you know, the first 1 or 2 people that sent it to me, I was like, yeah, whatever. But after so many people started sending it, I was like, okay, let me check. So I watched the clip, and I feel like this is what happens, like when videos like clips like that go viral, is there becomes a thing called a popular reaction. And so I think that sometimes people will begin to, like, whatever everyone else is saying, because everyone else is saying that, they'll kind of just jump in and start saying the same stuff, you know? And it's like, okay, are you just saying what everyone else say? I feel like people can kind of lead people into how they want them to react to something by the title. You know, they'll say, oh, so-and-so rips, you know, rips woman a new one. Oh, so-and-so berates. So it kind of gets an idea in people's mind. And this is called being a provocateur. They purposely put these titles, and it kind of gives you a preconceived notion about what you're going to get from the video. So I feel like people, you know, see that, and so they kind of roll with it without really picking everything apart. So let's go ahead and pick it apart, guys, because it's a conversation we need to have. Because for me, I've been pushing this for a long time. You know, that we need to be paired up. Okay? We need to be paired up. I've said before that the state of our singleness as Black people is we're in a state of emergency. Our unpairing is an emergency. Okay? So, you know how whenever they're having like a hurricane or a national disaster, they declare it a national disaster or a catastrophe because it allows things to get done quicker. And so oh my God, so I may forget what I was just saying. Sometimes I just hate people. A state of emergency. So imagine a tidal wave getting ready to hit. Okay? And the emergency crews are coming in, and they're like, hey everyone, excuse me, could you please exit stage right one by one if you can? No big deal. No. They're going to come in there and they're going to be like, move, get out, let's go. It's an emergency. They don't have time to come in here and be like, hey guys, sorry to bother you all your dinner, but there's a tidal wave coming. And if you could, I mean, I'm not, no rush, finish your food, But if you could, let's go ahead and evacuate this way. No. All right. So I find our singleness and unpairing to be a state of emergency for Black people. I feel like our men have not been groomed and raised up to be husbands, and our women have not been groomed and raised up to be wives. It has put us way behind. I think that we think everything is a joke. I think that we think we have all the time in the world. We don't even accept the fact that the average Black person is going to live to be about 70 years old. So by the time you hit, 35, you're middle-aged. You're halfway through your life at 35. At 35, we'll still be telling people, oh, it's okay. I've seen people say the stupidest things to women like, oh, you're 36. Well, don't worry about it. You know, women can be 40 and have kids. Stop telling people that. Because now what it has done is it make us think that being paired up, being coupled up is optional and it's a joke. And that we have all the time in the world, but we don't. You sit and tell the girls that are 22, 23 years old to go be a hoe, go live their life, go make mistakes, and go let the world chew them up. You don't encourage them to get married. Not knowing at 35 is middle-aged. Why? Y'all think someone said middle-aged was 50 years old. No, middle-aged is 35 years old. Okay? So I find it to be an issue because we don't treat our unpairing as an emergency. We treat it as we have all the time in the world. If we can, cool. If we can't, that's fine. And I don't agree with that. You have people on all different aspects that try to counsel Black people. Now, I feel like for most of the people in this chat, I would challenge you to go to your mother. And I assume that probably everybody in this chat is Black. Okay. So I challenge you to go to your mom and tell her something that she should do. And come back and tell us how that went. Go to your mother and tell her what she should do, what she need to do. Start it out to your mother and say, Mom, you need to, or Mom, you should, and watch the look you get. She gonna look at you like I'm the mom, you my child. I don't need you. My worst fear is having to tell a Black woman, especially an older Black woman or Black mama, what she need to do. I'd be terrified. Like, I'm not good with dealing with the elders and stuff because I'm scared. I'm traumatized from my upbringing. I hate to tell an old woman. I did an event one time. Old lady was sitting where she wasn't supposed to sit, and I had to tell her to move, that she couldn't sit there, and I was shook. I was terrified. I had to go tell this old Black lady that she need to move out this section when you know damn well you seen that rope that said reserve and you still sat down. Then they gonna send me over to tell her that she need to move, and I was like this. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, this is not, you're not supposed to be sitting there. This is reserved. And I'm like, oh my God. So I say that to say this. The reason why you cannot tell Black women anything is because Black women are the mothers of the earth, genetically, factually, and scientifically. When you are the mother of earth, you are just that. You are the mother of everyone else. Okay? So therefore, the last thing you want is who corrects mom? Nobody can correct mom. Okay? You know, it's a unspoken thing in households. When it comes to mom, you can't tell them. If a Black woman say, do I look fat in this? You got to say no. Knowing damn well she look like a walrus. If she say, do you think this is, you got she could come out hair looking like Baps and be like, do you like my hair? You got to say yes. If she cooks some food and she say, what do you think? You got to say yes. And this is how we're conditioned from kids. And so then what happens is nobody can ever correct Black women. So what I saw in this viral video was an issue with who was saying it as opposed to what was being said. Okay. So let's go ahead and go down the list. White woman tells black women what to do. It's, oh my God, Becky, you can't tell me anything, Becky. You're a white woman. Don't be telling the black girls what to do. Okay. That's what you tell to the white women. Then if it's a black woman that try to tell you what to do, then you say, you're not loyal and you're a pick-me. Okay. And you are over here talking about black men this and black men that. You're a black woman. You're a pick-me. So black women can't tell you. Then if a black man, and it don't matter the type of black woman, because when it comes to me or when it comes to Shahrazad Ali have walked around her whole life always wearing long, loose-fitting dresses. Nobody has ever even seen Shahrazad Ali's shoulder. Somebody in the chat, tell me if you've seen her shoulder. Then you got me. Who don't mind putting on a little dress. Don't mind showing a little leg. You know, you criticize me. You criticize me the way I dress. Then you criticize her. And they drugged Shahrazad Ali for filth. And she always walked around covered up. So it doesn't even matter the type of black woman that say something to you. Okay? It could be a single black woman, a married black woman. It could be a sexy dressing black woman. It could be a conservative black woman. It doesn't matter. That's why I don't sit and feed into people attacking the messenger. I don't care about the messenger. I care about the message. Because y'all going to have a problem with whatever woman it is. Whether she's single, married, no matter how she dressed. So then if it's a black woman, it doesn't matter the type of black woman. It's still a problem. Now, if it's a black man, then he can't say because he's a man. And whatever he says is bringing you down and it's cruel. And is this, that, and the third. So black men can't say it. On top of that, you feel like, well, you know, I birthed you. And I got to go half on the bills with you. When it comes to the black man, it's I birthed you and I got to go half on bills with you. So therefore, you don't get to say nothing. However, you still need to risk your life for me. Facts. You need to risk your life for me, no matter the behavior I exude. But you do not get an input on what I need to or should do. Cool story, bro. Now, you know who y'all want to tell you this? You know what I realized? You want a white man to tell you what to do. I've realized it. I've realized I see it now. It cannot be a black man. Black woman cannot be a white woman. Black women will only take advice and will only take that from white men. That's what you want. That's what you want. Let's go ahead and keep it real. What it is you want white men to tell you. As soon as a white man tell a black woman something, all of a sudden it's law, it's the truth. She won't believe it till a white man say something. It's sick that power that they have over us. Okay. So let's break down the viral video. So my opinion on the video is that both parties were rude. Both parties were unnecessarily rude. My reaction to it was not, oh my God, this mean black man did this to this poor innocent black woman. That was not my reaction when I seen that video at all. Now, the man in the video, I have met him personally. Y'all know what went on with that. I'm not getting into that. I will also keep my personal opinion on what I think about him personally to myself. We are going to simply talk about the video and the interaction. All right. So, first of all, let me preface this by saying this. Old girl in the video will never get a high value man. Not because of looks or the kid or anything else. The reason why she won't get a high value man is because to me, shawty low key was giving me slow vibes. Low key, I was getting elevator is not going all the way to the top vibes. I just wasn't. Some of the tools in the toolbox were not sharp for me. From what I saw, from how she was, her facial expressions, her body language, how she was interacting in a conversation, I'm like, I'm getting a little slow over there. My little slow alarm radar kind of went off a little bit. So the main reason why she'll never have a high value man is because she don't know how to articulate and have a conversation. Okay. Can you imagine bringing her to your corporate? Okay. You're the lead architect in your firm and y'all have a Christmas dinner and you bring her to the dinner and someone try to have a conversation and she's like, huh? And not understanding their point, not replying to their point. A conversation is like ping pong. You know, it goes back and forth. There's certain eye contact, certain body language that you have to have a real conversation with somebody. Okay. And so for Shorty, the way that she was having a conversation, I was like, girl, you know, a man couldn't even bring you nowhere. It ain't got nothing to do necessarily with, you know, the looks or the child or anything like that. But it's just, baby, it's just the way you're carrying yourself. Okay. So I think that women have to be aware of that. Now, my personal opinion, I've never ever been the one to teach women to practice hypergamy. I've never been the woman to teach women about, oh my God, you know, don't get with him if he don't make $500,000 a year. I've never been the one to tell women, oh yeah, you know, if he can't buy you a Birkin, throw him away. I just want to see us be paired up, especially the direction that things are going in. And things are getting realer and realer, and we're going to start to see the true value of having a man in the home. And the true value of having a man in the home is more than monetary. Okay. So it's his show, first of all. So my understanding is she calls into the show, and calls in to ask for advice when apparently that show was not an advice show. That show was for something totally different. So number one, rude is, girl, you just walked in a science class with a math question. Okay. And that doesn't make any sense at all. Just playing coy. If that was her playing coy, she's going to need to get some etiquette classes to learn the difference between coy and coming off as slow. You can come off as feminine and innocent and pleasant without coming off like, huh? I was frustrated watching it. To be honest, I don't think I would have handled that much better, because that frustrates me. Like when I'm having a conversation with somebody and I'm coming to you with very clear sentences and it's like nothing I'm saying is connecting, boy, that'd be it for me. That'd be it for me. Me personally, I would have said, ma'am, have a good night. I just can't do this. I just cannot do this. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like you just not gonna get it. If you give me that stupid look on your face one more time, I swear to God, I just can't. And that was another point, is that she started pulling out her phone. Okay. And I feel like that pulling out that phone was a reaction to her being triggered AF. I think that her pulling out the phone was her way of trying to play him and try to like be like, oh yeah, whatever, I don't care about what you're saying, because she again did not know how to articulate what she needed to say. That was the real problem here. So now in the beginning, he is telling her what she need to hear. For the life of me, and I'm not kidding about this, I have a serious issue with this because I see this all the time, and I think that this is a mental illness. I'm not kidding. This is a mental illness when you as an average woman turn your nose up to average men. It's also the same when average men turn their nose up to average women. That's a mental illness. Okay? Because you have to understand that person that is above average, the way, so if you're average looking at another average person in disgust, then can you imagine how an above average person will look at you if you're trying to get on a radar and try to be with them? They're going to look at you the same way, but they will have the audacity to do so. So that's a mental illness. I never understood that. I have seen average Joes, average guys, where they look down. If the woman is not, you know, a 32 triple D with a 20-inch waist and a 50-inch ass, he's like, I could do better. But he really can't do better. Okay? So, you know, I've talked about this before as far as women making money. I feel like if you are an average woman and you want to have a six-figure earner, you need to be the six-figure earner. Let me figure out how to put this. If you're an average woman, you want to earn six figures, then you need to earn the six figures. Point blank, period. Okay? What is wrong with marrying a garbage man? What is wrong with marrying the electrician? What is wrong with marrying a construction worker? What is wrong with marrying a plumber? I'm serious. So you gonna sit here and tell me that all these electricians, plumbers, HVAC technicians, warehouse workers, but truck drivers, you mean to tell me that all these men deserve to sleep alone every night and to die without ever having children? Because if you understand the value of a woman, you know what we bring to a man, which is a lot. And by you saying that because of a man's income, he does not deserve a woman at all. So what you wish death on him? You wish death on the HVAC man until your AC go out. And guess who you calling? The HVAC man. Okay? Having a man, there's no point in having a man unless he's perfect and makes six figures until unemployment run out December 26th and people get broke and desperate and start kicking in doors. And you in the house by yourself with no man. You gonna wish you had that plumber next to you with that fire who can sit and protect the family. That makes no sense. Everybody want a six-figure earner. So that means that every man that does not earn six figures deserves to have no woman. Man, excuse me? The audacity. Okay, I have a group of very good looking friends. I know a lot of good looking women. Okay. Now I'm going to say this the best way I can, but honestly, I ain't got time to sugarcoat either, because I'm honestly done playing with people as well. But I know a lot of very attractive women. And when I say very attractive women, I'm talking about women where, let me define what a very attractive woman is, because I have to be specific about this, because everybody swear they fine. Now, let me say first, black women, you are beautiful. You are the most beautiful group of women on the earth. That is not up for dispute. Okay? However, there is levels to this. There's levels to this, baby. There is a beautiful woman. There's a pretty woman. There's a cute woman. Then you have the women that when they walk into the room, everyone does this. Those women where when someone walking down the street, when she walk by, they do this. Then there's the women where when she walk, him and his homeboys are like this. Okay. There's levels. Now, I'm trying to say this very slow because I know y'all sensitive, and I'm taking this slow. Okay, y'all? I'm taking this slow with y'all because, Lord, we have a long way to go. Okay? In order for you to want and demand, in order for you to say, I'm going to stay single until I meet a six-figure man or better, you got to be the type of fine where when you walk by, niggas walk by like niggas need to look like you stank when you walk by. If you not this type of fine, where when you walk by, all of a sudden it look like niggas don't smell something stank. When you walk by, if niggas don't go like this, you not that fine. And hold on, I gotta give another disclaimer, because I am not talking about walking past Pookie and Ray Ray outside of the Quickie Mart in the hood, because Pookie Ray Ray them gonna look at whoever walk by. Whoever walk by Pookie Ray Ray, they looking. Because that's another thing that happens. Some of y'all purposely hang out where there are low vibrational men, because they'll look at whoever. You could walk by with a bonnet on and pajama pants and they gonna still look. I'm talking about okay, I have to block you, because I just really can't. People are slow. I'm so serious. I say this all the time. Every day I learn more and more that people are slow, for real. What was I saying? So, child, what was I just saying? That person just made me upset. But anywho, another aspect, about that video that I feel like it's important to, I was talking about Pookie Ray Ray. That's what I was saying. So, let me make sure this is still up. Okay. I'm talking about, you have to be able to walk into a 5-star restaurant and have lawyers, doctors, judges go like this. Or when you walk by, go like this. Okay? That's not happening for a lot of women, and that's okay. But that's why they will tend to only put themselves in environments with, lower class men, because they get their ego stroked. Because remember, women have to be adored. It is not an option. Women have to be adored. So, okay, there it goes. I put my Cash App in the comments if you guys are enjoying the live and would like to support. It's greatly appreciated. So sometimes women like that, they will avoid certain spaces. They will avoid going out with certain women, because they want to make sure that they are aligning themselves in an environment where the men are going to want them no matter who they are. Okay, you're not going to go to dinner at a 5-star restaurant with 5 baddies. She's not going to do that, because that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these women, they act slow, like they don't know where they rank, but they do. Because don't invite them out with women that look better than them. They won't go. When I tell y'all, man, I got so much game I could drop on y'all about how all this works. A chick like her, if I invited her out with my homegirls and we were going to a nice steakhouse where there's going to be rich men there, she's not going to go. She's going to all of a sudden be having COVID. She's going to all of a sudden, her grandma going to have died and she got to go to Kansas City to fix her grandma. All of a sudden, her dog going to have developed gestational diabetes and going into labor. Trust. So they play dumb like they don't know where they rank, but they do. Okay. But that's the kind of fine that you have to be if you are going to bag a high earning man, especially in a cold audience. Some women, they do get men like that because they might come from a prestigious family and they might have other families, you know what I'm saying, that they can hook up or something like that. But we talking about a cold call. We talking about a cold audience. For you to be a average earning woman or from a average or poverty family and to bag a high earning man cold, I'm talking about off him just meeting you off the street. Yeah, you're going to have to be that fine to where you are making quality men break their neck. When you have quality men, okay? Thank y'all for the Cash Apps. When you have quality men looking, checking for you, that's when you can demand all that. Okay, until then, I'm sorry, but that just is not something that you could demand. Another part to that video that has to be taken into account is that he's older. Y'all have to understand, like, when y'all get to a certain age, you don't care no more about, oh my God, how is this person going to take this? What are they going to think about me? You just don't care no more. You've paid your dues. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. As you get older, you going to say what you need to say. That man is old enough to be majority of these women that call in father. Okay? So he does not have to go out his way to deliver what I would consider life-saving information. Okay? I talked about this on Facebook earlier. I said the truth is never mean. There is no mean way for you to deliver a truth in my eyes. The truth is never mean. Lies are mean. You know who's mean? Is women like her that get around other women and they sit and tell her. I saw people in the comments like, I wish I could tell her how beautiful she is. Oh my God, why would she rate herself average of 5? And I'm sitting there like, man, what are y'all talking about? Can y'all stop? Like, stop, for real. Women saying, well, she's saying she's average based upon what? What do you mean? Based upon we got 2 eyes. Stop playing. Talking about average based upon what? Based upon I1 and I2. Okay? Based upon I1 and I2 analysis, average. Why? When did average become a negative thing as opposed to a normal thing? I don't understand that. And this is why the ugly girls always hate the pretty girls. Because in the pretty girls, in the ugly girl's mind or the average girl mind, the pretty girls, she does not have to try as hard. Sometimes the ugly girls might feel like, I have a better degree, I make more money, I do this, but yet the pretty girl still gets the guy. And they hate the pretty girl because everything comes to the pretty girl easier. Because you know what it's about as a woman? I number 1, I number 2. It stops there, ladies. I'm sorry. The reason why I said you have to be this kind of fine to grab a high earner is because that is really the only way that you can add value to his life. And I'm going to break down what I'm saying about that. Now, let's not get ridiculous, okay? No, you cannot be super fine but be a horrible person. Like, let's not be basic. Like, let's not state the obvious. We already know there's other things that come with that. However, the looks is step 1. So if you can't get past step 1, there is no step 2, step 3, or 4. So the reason why you can go into a cold audience of wealthy men and bag one as a look twice, as a second look attractive type woman is because that's how you're going to bring value to him. Especially if you're out and he sees his peers and his colleagues also hitting you with the, because now you are going to be what is going to validate him in real life. Okay, he doesn't need your money, he don't need your status, he don't need your name. What he need is a baddie on his side that he can trust, that is not going to emasculate him, humiliate him, aggravate him, try to control him. He need a woman where he could say checkmate. Where he need a woman where, you know, when he goes around his peers that he's kind of a frenemy with, and he can, you know, he walk in and you shit on his woman. That's what he want. Okay? That's how a woman like that can bring value to him. Not through no money, no degree, no nothing. You are going to be his checkmate every single time he goes somewhere. When he out and about, when he walking around somewhere, they don't see that he driving a Porsche. When he out and about somewhere, they don't see that he got a big, nice house. The woman is the validation. And then if it's a beautiful woman who is feminine and accommodating, now she gonna help him seal the deals. Because now when he walk in with her, it's checkmate. It builds his trust. It puts him at a higher level of respect and esteem amongst his peers. Then if he can invite his peers over and she can host an evening with charcuterie boards and a dinner that she prepared, he's sealing deals. With the beautiful, charming wife, that is the checkmate piece. Y'all have to look at this as business. All the sisters was getting so like butthurt about it. I'm like, nah, baby, this is chess in life, baby. Okay, men don't care about that ha-ha, fee-fee, foo-foo stuff. He want to know, how can I win? And what woman on the side of me is going to allow me to win the best? And I'm sorry, walking in with a woman that's a 5 that cannot articulate and follow a conversation is going to, matter of fact, invalidate him. Okay, even if he is doing his thing, he walk in with an illiterate 5, talk about she brushed dogs for a living, then even if he was doing good, now it's cap. Now it's, you seen that broad, that, what his name is, that Jim brought in? Now it look like you lying. Because if you doing so good, and if you're who you say you are, why is this the woman you have? Okay? So ladies, don't get mad at that. Stop listening. Jesus. Okay? Stop listening to people telling you, oh my God, if he can't buy you a Birkin, throw him away. Oh, if he ain't got 6 figures, grow him. Listen, keep the man that is just stable. Instead of focusing on that, baby, just focus on a man that's stable. Because when a man take care of what he loves, and as long as you are with a masculine man, baby, even if he is the garbage man, making $70,000 a year, I'm gonna tell you what, come hell or high water, then that rent gonna be paid. Y'all gonna have some heat. Y'all gonna have some food. Okay, if something go left in the house, he gonna take care of it. If it's a scary noise, he gonna lay down his life for his family. He's gonna give masculine authority, discipline, and guidance and balance to the children. Okay, focus on that. Matter of fact, y'all worried about trying to get a 6-figure man to do what? Go buy you brands of the saltines. Cut the horrible shopping habits. Cut the spending unnecessary money. You want to work your black man into the ground so that you can go take the money to Chanel. And wrong answer. How about this, baby? Learn how to cook. Learn how to sew. Learn what a man brings to you outside of just a paycheck. If you think that a man in a home is just a paycheck, I feel very sorry for you. Okay? Because I will take having a man in the home over not having a man in the home any day. I'm talking about any day. Okay? I've never been concerned with, oh my God, how much do he make? All I want to know is, are you stable and do you manage the money? Be focused more on a man who manages his money. Be focused on how well he managed the money as opposed to how much he's necessarily making. Long as y'all got a roof over y'all head and y'all good, it's okay. Okay, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, sisters, y'all are beautiful. However, you need a man. You need a man. So I should settle for someone less than 6 figures just to say I have a man? Yes. Any questions? Are you confused about any of this? Especially when half of y'all going out and still having babies with them anyway. So yes, you need to be with them. So, you know, back to the video, y'all have to understand, you know, that man is older. Okay, when you are speaking to a man that's old enough to be your father, there is a certain level of respect that you need to have for that man, especially if you're coming on his show. But again, we don't feel the need to respect black men. Respecting black men is optional to black women. Okay, black women will decide on their own if this black man should get basic masculine respect. Okay, I did a post about that. I said all men are assumed masculine and given masculine respect until proven otherwise. Okay, and they came for me and did their usual stuff that they hate. They hate when I tell them to be respectful and stop being whores. They get so mad. They get so mad because they want to keep shopping that average vagina around. They mad when someone tells them to go sit down and save themselves the trouble. But they get that respect, ladies. I mean, it's not optional. It's not optional. Especially a black man old enough to be your father. He definitely gets that respect. Okay? So, first of all, you played with him by calling in to the science class for a math question. Number one, that was rude. Number two, the man, multiple times, you asked for the advice. The man said the advice multiple times in a very clear way. I don't know what y'all mean by saying he was mean the whole video. No, he was not. In the beginning, no, he was not mean. He was just simply, she asked for the advice. He accommodated and told her the advice. Now she start acting like she's like, then the elevator stops going to the top. She's not, when you're having a conversation with someone, especially a grown man old enough to be your father, I don't care how you feel about this man, especially when you came into his space. Now, had he walked up to her in real life out the blue and walked up to her and was like, hey, you're average at best and you're going to die alone, then that would have been wrong. Because it would have been like, who asked you? But you came into his space and asked him for his advice. Then he gave you the advice. You cannot go, you talking about you want a six-figure guy, a high-earning guy? Well, I hope you don't go around his colleagues when they try to have a conversation with you and they're they're saying what they got to say to you, and you're not, when you have a conversation, again, it's ping pong. They say something and then you're supposed to acknowledge what they said and then expound on that or give your opinion or whatever. That's rude in a conversation with a grown man, especially a grown man of his age, to sit and be like, have him say what he say and you're not acknowledging what he said. This man go off on a whole tangent explaining it to you and you're basically like, I don't know if she was doing that on purpose, or I don't know if sis is slow for real. Now, me personally, I think slow for real. Me personally. And that's another thing. We don't address mental health. We do not address mental health. It's some people that really is slow. I'm not playing. And I'm not being funny when I say this. We don't talk about how our parents sit and give us all them horrible medications, vaccines. Now we got grown, autistic, slow adults, autistic/slow, because they are not the same thing, autistic/slow adults going undiagnosed with no ability to have a back and forth, normal, healthy conversation with a grown adult. Check your mental health, because some of y'all are slow and it's undiagnosed and you don't know it. And this why things ain't going the way they need to go for you in life. Because maybe your mind is not capable of connecting cause and effect. On a serious note. Okay. So again, in the beginning, he tried to say the advice that she asked nicely. His advice was true. I don't see anybody else telling people true advice like this. All I see is everyone else telling black women whatever they want to hear. Telling someone the truth is not mean. I don't understand that. I'm serious. My brain cannot understand telling someone the truth and somehow that equates to mean. That would be like, let me tell you what that would be like. If I come on here and I sing y'all a song, knowing damn well I can't sing, and I sing y'all a song and I'm horrible, and I say, listen y'all, I'm about to go try out for American Idol. Let me spit the song for y'all that I'm gonna sing. and I go sing the song and I sound like nails on a chalkboard. And y'all say, oh yeah, girl, you sound good. Like, shoot, you know, if she thinks she could be a singer, then who are we to stop her? And y'all let me go on that American Idol tryout and bomb, knowing damn well I could not sing. And you talk about to not be mean. You sit and say, yeah, hell yeah, girl, you can sing, girl. Yeah, girl, Whitney Houston ain't got none on you, girl. Live your dream. That's what you want, girl. Go ahead and do it. And y'all let me go try out for American Idol. Then I end up on the reject list. And I end up on the commercial for the worst of the whole night. And I'm crying embarrassed. And I'm telling y'all, why y'all ain't tell me? Is that nice? So would it have been nice for him to tell her, yeah, girl, don't you settle. Stay by yourself until you get you that 6-figure guy. Don't give up, girl. You're beautiful. A 5? No, honey, you're a 10. When have we start equating telling someone what they want to hear with being nice? Because this is a real problem. I have dealt with people that are like that in my life, and it has really caused rifts in my relationships before. Where when you tell someone the truth of what they need to do or what you need from them or what they could do better at, they truly feel like that's mean. By not just co-signing whatever delusion someone feel about themselves is mean. When to me it would be mean to sit and watch someone get hit by a truck knowing you see it coming. I don't see nobody else telling black women the truth like he telling them the truth. You ain't got to agree with the messenger. I don't care. I could care less about the messenger. If it's a true message that could be beneficial to me, I want to hear it. I don't care who's saying it. Okay. What is mean is lies. Lies are mean. Lies are the true test of there not being love. Okay. He told her the truth. She did not want to hear it. She all of a sudden is slow. Then he's talking. She's on her phone. Now, me, I was actually surprised that he did not address her being on the phone. That is what shocked me. Is I was like, so he not gonna say nothing about her sitting there, you know, she's sitting there like this. I guess she was looking at the comments or something. Like, me personally, the minute I'm talking to you, the minute she would have picked up that phone, I would have been like, have a good night, peace, see you. That would have been it. Okay. So I feel like once she got on the phone, his best bet at that point was going to be to end the conversation. Now, I can understand this because y'all know I give advice and I do consultations as well. And I can say that it can be difficult telling people truth that they don't want to hear. But it's very important to remember that your job is to give the advice. However, your job is not to make them take it or apply it. Okay. Once you see that it's not connecting, your job is to say, okay, well, I tried, do your thing, baby. Good luck. See you. It's not my job at that point to sit and keep beating a dead horse. So I feel like towards the latter part of the conversation, he was being a dead horse. And I think that he kind of gave in to lower vibrational feelings. I think he got frustrated and You know, I don't think it's ever appropriate for a man to cuss at a woman. So I think at the very end that he did get frustrated and kind of lost his cool. But outside of that, you know, who are we to judge him losing his cool? Because you don't know how you would feel sitting having a conversation with someone and they are just totally disconnected from, you know, the points that you're trying to make. You know, this is important. It's important for Black women to get paired up and coupled up. Okay? It's an emergency. And to be honest, it is such an emergency. And it is so deeply rooted in issues that we really don't have time to be nice. I'm going to keep it real, ladies. We don't have time to be nice about this. Okay? The girl was 35 and she had a 13-year-old son. The son 13. We don't know how the son has been raised. We don't know what kind of behavior he got. 13, getting ready to go into rebellion years. You know, she can't hold a conversation. Like, baby, come on now. You know, come on now. Stop. Let's stop. You know, and then also, y'all gotta stop. Sometimes y'all gotta stop getting advice from y'all mamas. Because to keep it real, a lot of y'all mamas did not have no game either. You know, so, so she was saying things like, oh, well, you know, these guys want these young girls, but these young girls don't want these old men. That sound like somebody mama said that. Okay, I can guarantee you her mama said that to her. You know, so y'all, you got to stop listening to your mamas who don't know what they talking about. God bless them. You know what I'm saying? With your mom, it's okay to say, you know what, mama, God bless you, but baby, no, you don't know what you're talking about, baby. Okay. The reason why this video, I cannot say I disagree with the video, is because if y'all have read my book, y'all let me know in the chat if you've read my book, The Black Woman's Ultimate Guide to Reclaiming Femininity. That book, to me, is very directly related to that video, because I do speak in the video about how your femininity is truly a mental shift. And I also speak about how I have seen on my own what it does look like to rebel, be delusional, not be realistic, and to not think that having a man is important. And I've seen how that turns out. Okay. You know, and when I talked about this, like when I do interviews and stuff about my book, and someone will say, they'll say, well, you know, what inspired you to write the book? And I think that they look for this like unicorn answer to why I wrote my book. But I tell them, I say, I wrote the book because, you know, I took care of my mom until she died alone. And I'll never forget looking at my mama on that deathbed by herself and thinking like, oh my God, this is the defining moment. It's at this moment right here where it's all done, where it's all said and done. At that moment, are you going to be able to have in your feminine portfolio a marriage to a man, working hand in hand with him, working through issues for better and for worse with him? Are you going to have that on your resume, your portfolio? Are they going to be able to put wife on your tombstone? Or is your tombstone just going to have your name? See, black don't crack. So for a lot of black women, you look at your mama, she still look good. She still is happy, even though a lot of times she's not. But she look happy to you. You know, and so you haven't seen it. You have not seen the consequences. So that's why for a lot of black women, this is a joke when someone say you're going to die alone. That's not a joke, y'all. And trust me, I've seen how it look. You don't want it. Okay? And those last days of your life, nobody's going to care that, oh, I did my own thing and I never took nothing from a man. And No one's going to care. You know what they're going to do? They're going to give you paperwork and ask who's going to be your power of attorney. And the last thing you want to have to do is track down your kids that got their own kids and their own lives to come be that for you. Okay? Y'all think it's a joke. That black don't crack stuff is going to be the death of us. No pun intended. Everything is a joke. Everything is, we got plenty of time. It's not that big a deal. Think about those last days when you on that deathbed. When it's done, you are debilitated. Whatever you haven't done by now, it's not getting done. Think about when you're laying in that bed in your final days. What is going to matter? I ain't see not one woman say, you know what? I should have married a man that made 6 figures. You know what? I am so happy that I stayed single until I met the perfect man that make $400,000 a year with a 9-inch dick that's 6'5" and listens to all my problems and expresses his feelings to me. You know what? I am so glad that I stayed single because I didn't find that guy. Not gonna happen. Okay? And yes, we are born alone, and yes, we do die alone. However, you do not die alone as long as you die with a legacy. That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all have to understand, die alone, please don't take that so literally. Okay? Don't take dying alone in a literal sense. It's not literal. Dying alone means dying without a feminine portfolio. Dying without a legacy. Dying alone means dying and what's on your tombstone is your name. Mark my words. Let me go ahead. Y'all can call me Prophetess 6 because I'm going to go ahead and I'm about to start making a prediction. I'm going to tell y'all what's finna start happening. Are y'all ready? You know what women are about to start putting on their tombstone? And I'm not playing when I say this. Their degree. Mark my words, as women continue to look at men as optional. Okay, because they're not looking at men like we need a man. Men are optional. I've seen women refer to men as accessories. Not necessary for the outfit, but cute if you have it. What they're going to start putting on them tombstones, because their name and they baby daddy kids is not going to be enough, they're going to start putting their degree on there. And y'all mark when I said it today, that's going to be the next move. Trust and believe it. So that is my take on the viral video. That is how I feel about it. Again, I don't care about the messenger. I think y'all are too focused on the messenger instead of the message. Black women, you are in a state of emergency. We really don't have time for no one to tell us what we want to hear. We have got to let go of our mother of the earth superiority complex, which says that no one can tell us anything. And we're standing in our own way. We should be grateful for people that, for whatever their motivation is, does not matter. Whoever tell us the truth is who we should value. Okay, I'm going to upload this video to my YouTube so y'all can replay it. I love you all. Son about to get out of karate. Y'all know me on mommy duty. Okay, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Feminine entrepreneurship. Kids in karate. Doing a live stream. You see me. You see me. You see me. Love y'all.